office, second anniversary in office, the Buhari's administration seems to be firing on all fours and all cylinders as far as the business world is concerned. Welcome to Business Morning, this final trading day in the month of May. Let's get the program started. I am Bosin Amofaye, and of course we're live to you from Lagos, the home of Channels Television. From all indications, the ease of doing business seems to be the only card close to the chest of the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. On Tuesday, he signed 2 new laws to ease access of small and medium enterprises to credit, which was sent to him last week by the National Assembly. That's fast-tracking, isn't it? Okay, so this is what the first legislation looks like. It's what they call the Collateral Registry Act, simply meaning to ensure that medium and small enterprises register motor vehicles, equipment, and account receivables in the National Collateral Registry, and therefore be able to use these as securities for or collaterals for loans. This is removing one of the greatest impediments to ease of credit to small and medium enterprises in Nigeria, hitherto have to look for landed property as key collateral for securing credit. And the second, which is, well, a cousin to the first one, which is the Credit Reporting Act, now provides for credit information sharing among all the credit bureau and lenders, which include banks, other financial institutions, telecommunications, and other retailers who would want to share credit information of customers in order to avail them of credit. Meantime, the 2 new laws, therefore, will replace the Central Bank guidelines on National Collateral Registry and Credit Bureau. I beg your pardon. Okay, so this now brings us to the second set of ease of doing business that was put in place on Tuesday by the acting president, inaugurating the Nigeria Industrial Policy and Competitiveness Advisory Council. Now, that council is chairman by the acting president himself. The Honorable Minister in charge of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Ndelama, is the vice chairman for the public sector. And Aliko Dangote, who is the president and chief executive of the Dangote Industries, is the vice chairman for the private sector. Now, it's a very large cabinet. 37 individuals are on that list, and this includes some ministers from finance to national planning and budget, Ministry of Trade and Industry, including the head of the Central Bank, Godwin Emefiele, the Statistician General, Dr. Yemi Kale of the NBS, some technocrats, business leaders, manufacturers. It's a very big one, and we're going to talk about this in the days ahead, how this Industrial Policy and Competitiveness Advisory Council will help the ease of business that this administration's been ramping up since the month of May started. Meantime, the Senate on Tuesday threw some spanners into the latest arrangement put in place by the Ibe-Kachiku's petroleum ministry to refine the country's suboptimal refineries. The Senate tells Ibe-Kachiku's ministry to suspend all the process of a concession in quote-unquote the Port Harcourt refinery to Ajib ENI and Oando, Nigeria. Ad hoc committee was set up under Senator Abubakar Kyari to investigate the deal that includes a new $15 billion refinery in the Niger Delta, a power plant to be built by IGPNI, and assisting the NNPC in repairing the Port Harcourt refinery, the first refinery Nigeria got just after independence. That is the story there, and we're getting back to that story later on the program. But first, let's squeeze in a few minutes to review the first trading day of the weekend. We're starting with the foreign exchange market. The central bank keeping up with its promise to ramp up very much on the FX market, sold nearly $500 million into the markets in the first trading day in the new week, according to a statement from the central bank. $482.6 million. That's higher than $391.25 million sold into the market in the previous week. $285.7 million went into the secondary market intervention sales. $100 million went into the wholesale SMIS window. The small and medium enterprises window got $52 million. The invisibles, which are the basic and personal travel allowances, medical fees, allocated $45 million. So those are the 4 categories where the central bank sold $482.6 million into the market on Tuesday, the first trading day. So on the marketplace, how did it really go as far as the trading is concerned? Look at Interbank spot market. The Naira was a bit 0.02% up on the dollar at the Interbank spot market, 305.4. On the pound, the Naira here got a bit of a shaving of 0.13%, 404.56. And against the Euro, 351.51. That's a gentle 0.06% in the positive. On the street, the Naira finished largely unchanged against the dollar, 382. On the pound, lost about 0.81, 495, and 425, about 0.75% against the euro, in the negative for the local currency. At the investors and exporters window, the Naira was down slightly, 0.03%, 381.11. At the stock markets, where things were a little bit, the rally continued. The stocks been on steroid for several weeks, in particular since February, more particularly in the last 5 weeks, since the final week of April. So let's keep up with the stock market. Yesterday, okay, here you got it. 0.75% for the all-share index, solidly the 29,000 level. Total market capitalization now 3.1 billion US dollars. We're inking that double digit on the market cap. If you flip that over, you see more than 6,000 transactions on the first trading day. In volume terms, almost a billion shares. In Naira value, 7.59. That is about 25.02 million US dollars by today's exchange rate. A very great day led by the banking stocks, 2.17% to the north. Industrial goods added about 0.67. Consumer goods about 0.3%. Insurance was flat, and the oil and gas got a little bit tepid, minus 2.01%. Since the last 20 trading day, the stock market has added 1.21 trillion Naira. That's a record over the last close to a year. The market is piping really hot right now, and everybody is there. So that's the conversation we're going to have much later on the program at 10:30, how to put some technical and fundamental analysis. Some folks say the market's just warming up, and there's still a lot of room for valuations as far as the stocks on our stock exchange is concerned. Keep up with that for today. Look at the unlisted securities market. Well, that's the closest cousins to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the NESD, OTC. The unlisted securities index added about